Where
left.
was Lamido? The Lamidos of this world were hands in gloves with the Abacha regime. So they did not face any harassment because they were not even for June 12 anyway. So they were safe. But the people fighting Abacha for the restoration of that mandate were the victims of harassment and oppression. And Tinubu was the forefront of it. I just told you his house in VI was firebombed. If he was working for Abacha, will he go through all of that? I tell you, if I tell you how he even smuggled himself out of the country from Anthony in Lagos, he was holed in a clinic. If he's watching, I'm sure he will be smiling. He was holed up in a clinic to say that he was ill when the order came that he must be brought in dead or alive. Don't forget that in a revolutionary struggle, you also have sympathizers, even within the security apparatus. So we were receiving direct, sensitive intel. And that was why he disguised and left the country. And it wasn't only him. Professor Wole Soyinka was also hounded out. Professor Bolaji Akinyemi was hounded out. General Alani Akinrade was, General Akinrade's house in Okpebi was also firebombed before he left. And they grouped in London. I was editor of the paper, of the Concord, which we were using as the media, the voice to promote the struggle. So I also came under fire, intense fire.
And so you had to leave too.
And I had to leave too, and join forces with Asiwaju, Professor Bolaji Akinyemi. Professor Wole Soyinka was making the rounds all over the world, giving talks against the regime at home. In fact, the NADECO meeting, the nucleus of the NADECO movement abroad in London, was the office of that NADECO was hosted by General Alani Akinrade, one of his flats off Edgware Road. That's where we met every Tuesday. Myself, Chief John Oyegu is still alive, who was former chairman of APC. He was with us in London on exile. Professor Akinyemi, like I said, the late Commodore Dan Suleiman was also there with us. And then the late Bobonwo Sisi was there with us.
All right.
Tokunbo Afikuyomi is still alive, was there with us.
All right, Minister.
That was the nucleus of NADECO abroad. And we were being funded by Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and General Akinrade.